All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Jordan Peitzman back here again, talk to you guys about BJJ Woodstock. We are just about 2 weeks removed, not removed, ahead of that event, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd here in Des Moines, Iowa. All activities and events will be taking place at the Franklin Junior High, a really, really great renovation project here in the Des Moines area. So if you guys get a chance, there's a link on our website. You guys can check out the venue, or you can just look up Franklin Junior High. It's an old school that has now been turned into an event venue. It's going to be a really, really cool place for us to host our events on August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So like I said, we're getting really, really close to the event. So I'm going to be bringing on a lot of the athletes that are going to be competing on our showcase cards Saturday night, August 22nd. But before we get into that, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors. As always, huge thank you to No Coast BJJ and Mouse Images. They are at the lead of our sponsorship team, and we would not be anything without those two. Also, a big thank you to Kicksite, who just jumped on board with our sponsorship team. They'll be sponsoring our main event, so we'll be sponsoring the payouts for that. And then also a big thank you to Open Guardcast. And what's the one that I'm forgetting? Of course, I'm forgetting one, and I'm going to feel like a jerk. Oh, Top Mount Apparel, of course. Top Mount Apparel, they produce some of our T-shirts, and they also will be selling apparel at the event itself. So big thank you to all of those guys. Those are our sponsors. BJJ Woodstock, August 21st, 22nd, 23rd. We have a show Friday night with the weigh-ins and a concert. Saturday, open tournament and a showcase event with professional jiu-jitsu super fights. And then Sunday, we have a festival of seminars that you guys can check out. That event itself will be free. The donation-based seminars will be something that I really want you guys to check out. So lots of information there, but without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on our guest, one Pierre Olivier-Leclerc.
What's up, Jordan?
Pierre, how we doing, man? Pretty good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Thanks for having me. Good to see you again.
Yeah, of course, man. I know you've been busy. You've been kind of like all over the place, traveling back and forth between Canada and the U.S. You just competed this past weekend. Is that correct?
No, it's not actually. I saw that you posted that, but I was kind of busy. I was like around traveling in my own country, actually. So what happened is like we're supposed to have a team quintet with the guys from Hensel Gracie. At first I was on, and then there was like something happened. I think the guys pulled out because I think we didn't have like a full team of 5, so it was kind of unsure. And because I had to book a flight to maybe get there, it was a freedom grappling. So it ended up not working out. And then 2 days before, I think Ethan Crownston, my teammate, figure out with a couple of the guys from Hensel, he was just like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And because it was a drive for them, it was a flight for me, so they were like, all right, let's just do it. And they ended up winning the whole thing. I wasn't there actually.
Very nice. And what was the cash prize for that one?
I think it was $4K, so like 800 per guys.
Not bad. Yeah,
pretty good. Like especially, I think Ethan took out the whole team, 10 Planet team in the first round just by himself.
Oh wow, was he the first guy on the team?
Yeah.
That's
so
fun.
things Ethan will do, classic. And then I think Damien took out like 4 guys and Nick Ortiz took out 1. So it like let's say Frank Rosenthal didn't even compete, so he made $800 like sitting and on the side. Good for him though. Good for him. Hard work. Big hard worker right there.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch it, but I'm excited to go back and watch it. I know they've got the live stream on Facebook because I love that quintet rule set. And it's something we were about to do it before Corona hit. We were going to have one at our event in May. Yeah. And then it just didn't quite work out for this BJJ Woodstock. But we're planning a follow-up event here coming up in October at the same venue. So we're going to look to try to put together at least one 5-on-5 quintet match, because I think that'd be really, really exciting.
Yeah, I really like quintet style. I think it's like just going out as a team is so much fun. It's so different.
Yeah, and I think there's like a lot of strategy still to be like
Oh yeah.
found out. Like I think, and I can't remember who posted it, but some wrestler said something about bring me in and I'll tire them out, and then you guys can sub them. And I was like, man, if you got like a really really high level like D1 wrestler to just go in there and spaz on a guy for like 4 or 5 minutes till he finally gets subbed, like that probably tire him out. And then you send somebody in there that can finish them. Like there's a lot to be figured out in that rule set. A lot of
Yeah.
little wrinkles that people can do to try to game the system and win. So I think that's exciting.
Oh yeah, definitely. On my part, I know now the best strategy is just send Ethan first, and he's going to take out a whole team. So it's all right.
Have you ever actually competed under a 5v5 quintet rule set?
So I was set to compete in February with Team Tristar, and we had an event in what was the place in near Toronto, and it was on what's the name of the event again? Whatever, I'm forgetting the usual stuff. But so I was set to compete, but I ended up injuring myself like a week before on a bad takedown, so I was out. But I still went and was there with the guys, and we had an alternate, so the guys were able to compete, and I was able to coach on the sideline, and it was really fun.
Nice.
I can't wait to like try one. I was actually a bit bummed that I couldn't compete this weekend, but at the same time, it was too last minute, so it was all right.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll try to put together a TriStar team for the next event for us. That would be awesome. Yeah, to bring in, because I mean, mostly we want to have local teams, just because we got to have guys that sell tickets and everything like that. But it would be cool to bring in like a wild card team like you guys to kind of spice things up. I think that would definitely motivate the hometown crews as well too.
Oh yeah, and I have a few guys in mind that would be down to it. Plus, the traveling is getting easier and easier. So yeah, it would be cool.
Nice, man. Well, obviously the reason I brought you on is to kind of talk about the matchup that we have for you at BJJ Woodstock. I don't know if you know a whole lot about your opponent, but obviously I'm like the middleman in this because I've faced both of you guys. Obviously, me and you faced off last summer at Midwest Finishers, and then me and him have had a trio of matches. So we're 2-1 against each other. Yeah. He in the same day, like I tapped him in no gi, and then in the gi he tapped me, and then later on it was actually Sub Spectrum 2. We did like a super fight, and he beat me in that one in overtime. So having gone against both of you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the flyer here so that people can see. This is a matchup that I'm super excited about stylistically. I think it's a really, really good one. Do you know anything about Nate? Have you seen him on any of our events or checked out any of his stuff?
So yeah, at first I remember talking to you and telling me like, do you want like maybe I have Nate Fenton for you, and I didn't really know about him to be honest. I heard his name before because of Sub Spectrum. I know he's from your ends too, so to be honest, I was just down to compete no matter what, because I feel like that's something I've been lacking in the last year. Obviously, there's COVID, but just like I didn't compete enough. So for me, I was just like the competition itself. I was motivated. And then I heard from you and from other guys that he was actually tough. So it's like extra motivation. And then I went on. I remember seeing him on your show a while back. I don't remember. He had one match, or maybe he was in a tournament. I'm not sure. But I seen a couple of match. I just expect a tough match no matter what. I don't know his style that much. I know he's a gi and no gi guy. He does both. Apart from that, I'm not expecting something in particular, because I'm more like focusing on like what I can improve for myself, especially with the rule set that's a bit different with this time. So yeah, I'm just expecting him to like, because I know he likes to go for things. He likes to actually do jiu-jitsu, which I kind of like. He's not a staller, so like I'm just expecting us to go after it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's one that I'm super excited for. I'm personally invested just because I've faced both of you guys, but it's one I'm super excited for, and I'm glad we were able to make it happen. Big thank you to Betty and Roll Forever for helping us make sure that you can get out here and that you're taken care of while you're here. So big thank you to Roll Forever. I know they sponsor you and Ethan and a couple of the other athletes up there, right?
Yeah. Just like if I can talk about it for a little bit, actually.
Absolutely.
Betty we just got the website rolling. So if anybody wants to look what's going on, we don't have anything to sell yet because we were testing some products. But we wanted to put the website online for people to see. I'm invested in that company in a certain way. I did the website and stuff like that. And Betty has been around for like a year and a half with me, and then she's involved with Taza, Ethan, like you said, and she's been helping us like go to comps and like make it and actually like you said, she's helping me going to Iowa. And without the help from Roll Forever, I wouldn't be competing as much. Same for the other guys too.
Yeah, so we got it up here on the screen. So if you guys want to go check out Roll Forever, they do. So they sell like apparel and stuff in addition.
Yeah, so basically, they do a lot of stuff. Like it came out like it started. It was mostly like a local company trying to bring in higher level people in North Carolina a couple years back for seminars and stuff like that. So the people in North Carolina could like get more knowledge from higher level people, and then she started doing more apparel and stuff like that, and then we came in and it changed, and now we have a new logo like you guys can see, and it's going to be a shop online. So if you go on the website, which will be linked on the Instagram very soon, but it's rollforeverbjj.com, pretty easy. If you go on the website, you'll see the shop, and we'll have shorts, rash guards, t-shirts, everything like pretty slick design, and like just for people to basically apparel shop.
Nice. And you said that is live now, or it is still in the works?
So the website is live now. The shop is still in the work because we're waiting to have the whole inventory. But you guys can like go around and see like the athletes that are involved, the story of Roll Forever, and see a bit of our upcoming products.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Here so that people can see it and check it out. Nice. That looks good.
Thanks.
Very nice.
Put some hours in that.
Yeah. So that's you, Betty, and then like a couple other people working on that together, or?
Yeah. So me and Betty are working a lot on the like I've been working on the website because she asked me to help her out, and I was down because she was helping me out so much. So it's kind of we're both giving into it, and then she's helping other athletes, like I said, Taza, Ethan recently, both of them, mostly I would say in the recent especially during 2020. Before that, she has other athletes. Like if you go in the athletes, let's say, I don't know if you can, you'll see there's a bunch of people she's helping from everywhere. Like from Diego Bispo, he's a fucking killer. That guy. It's like multiple world champion. There's a bunch of people.
Felicia.
Yeah, Felicia, she's a beast. ADCC silver medalist in 2007. You know what? And from every age and from everywhere. So that's what I like about the company.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, they seem like their kind of their mission statement goes along with ours, just like giving highlights and like, you know, promotion to athletes who maybe otherwise wouldn't. And I think that's something that's really important. So
and here's the thing, it's like the profits she makes or she's gonna make from the company and like from the seminar and stuff like that, she always invested back in the community, in athletes, and for us to like get there and compete. So it's really, like you said, it's a bit like your mission. She's been helping like the whole jiu-jitsu world overall and the athletes and everybody. So yeah.
Hell yeah. So big shout out to Roll Forever, Betty Broadhurst, and everybody over there, man. We really appreciate what they're doing and appreciate what you're doing for them to help them push them along. So that's awesome.
Sure, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let's just talk to me a little bit about how things have been training wise. I know we had talked, we did a little podcast. It's like right at the beginning of quarantine.
Yeah.
But, you know, has to have things loosened up a little bit there in Montreal? Is it a little bit easier to get training in and move around, or is it still a little bit of a process?
So it's definitely a process. When I say we, I'm talking about myself, Oliver Taza, that just had a match against Ty at the Kumite in Houston, and a couple of other guys. We figure it out in Montreal at the very least. So what we've been doing is like we're a group of guys, pretty tight, because it's not you're not allowed to train. I'm gonna say it like right away. It's like in Quebec and in Montreal, it's like it's not really loosened up. I would say they're starting to open up certain areas, but I feel combat sport are going to be dead for so long, and it's actually pretty bad. It's actually pretty sad too, because there's a lot of young athletes that won't be able to practice the sport, and a lot of people that wanted to be maybe up and comers and wanted to compete. They're like, just there's no way. And I'm talking about boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA. Everything here is dead. The guys like us that are pros are, of course, getting after it in the sense where we got together, we have mat space, we have like big enough room, enough space to actually work hard and not be like stuck in a little like I don't know, 10 by 10 mat area. We have a lot of mat area, and even some days we would go to the park, just lay out mats when it's nice out. But we got it good, so we figure it out. But it's actually illegal what we're doing.
Really?
So I can't say too much about it. Yeah, in the sense where like we're not supposed to train together because of COVID. Listen, man, like you got to do what you got to do. Competition are still rolling in the United States, and we are trying to get better no matter what. We have a good group of people that are how could I say that? They're motivated, so they're day in day out. They're there, and we're trying to just get better. And yeah, it's been going well, to be honest. For me, I feel I'm improving. The only thing that I told, like, because of my last match when I went to Houston, I felt like I wasn't that much on point mentally, in the sense where like I was ready physically, but mentally I was a bit like rusty, and it took me time to get in. So I was like, oh, I need to compete more, which is why I was happy to get a match on your card. And then I have a match at SUG, the same one as Craig and Fowler, the rematch the week after. Yeah, I have a match on that. So I'm just trying to rack up competition because I feel like physically and technically I'm really on point, the best I've ever been. I just need to be there more often, because when I start competing a lot, that's where I do good. When I'm like competing here and there, I feel like it's always a new, like, the butterflies, a new feeling, instead of just being like, okay, let's go, and being confident. So for me, it was the biggest thing. I wanted to get back to it right away, COVID or not. I'm negative, by the way. I got tested.
Yes, same.
No, but yeah, good.
Two
no,
times.
but just, yeah, perfect, man. Just to say that it like I can train, I can get better, but I want to compete because that's where I want to like shine, obviously. So I gotta have more practice, because I feel like for my level that I'm at, I feel I didn't compete enough yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I need more matches, more tournaments, and anything now that I can get, I'm just gonna go and take it.
Awesome, man. Well, yeah, I won't keep you too much longer, but I'm excited for your match coming up here. I'm glad that we got you on this card. We'll talk a little bit off camera as well. We might have a date getting ready to get set for October, so maybe we can. I think
Awesome.
there might be like a 170 bracket or some other options in there that I think would interest you. So we'll
Definitely.
yeah, so we'll talk about that. But I'll kick you out of here for just a second, give my closing statements, and then
All right. Thanks for having me.
and then
Bye,
if you
everyone.
want to stick around, we can talk after too as well.
Yeah, I'll
All right. Thanks, Pierre. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Again, we've got BJJ Woodstock coming up in just 11 days, August 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Friday night, we've got the weigh-in show and the concert. Saturday, we've got the open tournament for kids, teens, adults, and masters, and then the showcase at night. Tickets for that are $35 general admission. First come, first serve. Buy tickets, get good seats by showing up early, and enjoy a really, really special night of jiu-jitsu here in the city of Des Moines, Iowa. So if you guys have information or questions or need information about that, bjjwoodstock.com. You can register for the open tournament over there and do everything that you need. If you have any any pertinent questions that are not answered there on the website or any of the Facebook event pages, feel free to shoot me a message at Jordan Jitsu on all platforms, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. So thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. Jordan Peitzman, BJJ Woodstock, 11 days coming up. Let's go ahead and push through these last few days and then get to the event. I'm super excited about it, and I'm excited for all the people coming in and just everything that we could show off to you guys. So thanks again. We'll see you guys.